Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. It's great to be here at DEFSEC 2024 at their podcast. They hold it every year. They keep that conversation going. And thanks to our good friends at Cisco for sponsoring this thing, making the whole thing come alive. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you're up to.
Sure. My name is Michael Stack, and I just started at ACATA 5 weeks ago, and I am the new Communications and Engagement Coordinator.
Okay, 5 weeks ago in ACATA. ACATA is a big player in this room. They're one of the big muscles for sure, bringing a lot of these companies together. Certainly, their membership is strong. They're very sort of very good to their members in terms of they're constantly promoting them. You're 5 weeks in. Tell me what your first impressions are of ACATA.
I'm amazed by the breadth and depth of our membership and what they do and the amazing things that they're doing. So I jumped in at a very busy time, as you can imagine, but I find busy time was the perfect time to jump into ACATA in this role because I've had my fingers in every corner of the organization as we get ready for DEFSEC and the dinner and all the great events that we've had going on. So it's been really exciting. And it's been a learning curve, it's been a steep hill, but it's been a fun hill to climb.
Where do you see taking sort of the marketing and communication conversation? Because there is some incredible things happening within the membership and ACATA as an overarching organization. Where do you see taking that conversation?
I mean, you know, we're still talking about the strategy and how we're doing things going forward. And it's like Victoria likes to say, ACATA 2.0. And where that's all going. But I mean, I think you can't go wrong when you're talking about members and their stories and the great things that they're doing. It's a member organization. We're here to serve the membership. So the more of those stories you can tell about those successes, I think that serves you very well from a communication.
And Michael, you hit the nail right on the head at my point. I mean, we've had the great pleasure of interviewing not all of your members, for sure. You got a lot of them, but many of your members, and the stories are fascinating. The people are fascinating. The technology is fascinating, and they're on a global stage.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got a lot to work with.
It is. I mean, it's just amazing. For me, it's like one amazing discovery after another as I'm introduced to a new member and I fully learn about what they do, and as I come to understand, you know, what they do even from a basic perspective, is just absolutely exciting. It's that fresh car feeling.
Now that fresh feeling, had you had a background in aerospace and defense?
Not really. I've worked in a membership organization before at the Halifax Chamber of Commerce, so I have been used to like dealing with members and getting excited about their stories. But I grew up in Gander, Newfoundland, which was a CFB town and an airport town. So I developed a love for aerospace and defense very, very early on, as I had my face in model kits as a kid.
Wow. The reason I ask that question is because you bring a fresh perspective to it. You can look at it through a different lens, and maybe where people who are immersed in it, sometimes they don't see how beautiful it really is because they're right in the middle of it all the time. So it's nice that they brought somebody in with a new, fresh lens.
It is, and I'm, you know, as a marketer, and I've been doing it for a number of years, as you know, at the heart of marketing is storytelling. And like you said, as people are in it, they can't always see how their story resonates with the public and with the industry in general. So yes, it's nice to be able to come in with a fresh set of eyes and maybe put a fresh spin on that and see what happens.
Yeah, you know, I love when I get into a conversation with one of the ACATA members and they said, I really don't have a great story to tell. And I'm thinking, oh my God. And then they go on and they talk about this incredible technology that they've created and the impact they're making in multiple sectors, not only in defense or aerospace, but across the board. I think about Kraken as a great example. Here's a company that's making impact in many, many sectors. Great company right out of Mount Pearl, Newfoundland. Such a fabulous story. And they said, not much to talk about here.
Right?
Can you imagine?
I know, right? And it's funny, I'm originally from Newfoundland, and it took me getting away from Newfoundland to look back and see all the amazing things that are happening just in that province alone.
Right. Well, listen, I wish you all the very best with ACATA, a wonderful organization. We've had the privilege of having just about everybody on, and they're all very passionate about what they do, and sort of the end result for that is that the members get great representation. So keep up the great work.
Yeah, thank you. It's an exciting industry to be a part of, so thank you very much.